Welcome to Talk About Topeka Live, coming to you from the Topeka Performing Arts Center. On this Just Cause section, we're talking to Kim Schultz, some stranger that I've never met before, from the Social Butterflies from Kansas, and this segment's brought to you by the Topeka Performing Arts Center. I'm your host, Chris Schultz, and let's see what kind of train wreck this one can end up to be, folks. So, Kim, how you doing?
I guess I'm okay.
You always do that. You're like, I guess I'm okay.
I guess I'm okay.
So how are things going with the Social Butterflies from Kansas? Of course, you've been traveling all around.
Oh, yeah.
Give us an update on things.
Well, we are fantastic. We just keep moving forward. We started about 2 months ago doing our trending. Well, first of all, it was like weekly Wednesday, but then we realized we're really busy on Wednesdays. So we moved it to Trending Tuesdays. So every Tuesday, we now visit a local business who invites us in, and we do our crazy antics, because we're very funny, and talk with each other.
As evidenced by myself. Thank you.
And we go in, we have some fun, and then we talk with the business owners or the employees and kind of talk about the business that we're actually in. And so that's like our newest thing that we started doing. And we're really enjoying getting to go into the businesses and meet them.
Yeah, very cool. So tell us some of the businesses you've been in and what the experience has been like.
Well, we've been to Pizzeria Via, where Joe's been on the show before.
Yeah.
And we got to have pizza. And we've been to, let's see here, it's Carpet Plus over on Wanamaker. Teresa had us, it's like Carpet Plus Design Center, I believe.
Yeah.
We went there, and there's like Kitchen and Bath Solutions, which is right next door to...
Are you trying to get your house remodeled?
Robin is.
Okay, I understand this a little more now. Okay.
Robin is.
Okay.
I have nothing to do with people that we schedule, but I am seeing a trend, because every time we go in, the Robin's like, "Ooh, I need to do my kitchen.
It's
Ooh,
true.
I need to do this." So, and then this week it was just me, because Robin couldn't figure out her Facebook Live, and she couldn't figure out her password, and I was in Atlanta. So I went ahead and did it by myself. And then last week we were with Keith from Slash and Bash. We're very involved with the Slash and Bash Film Festival. That's going to happen. We do it at the Break Room, but we also do it in Lawrence. And so we've already started for next August bringing in all the celebrities. I'd tell you who we just got today, but you'd have to go to Slash and Bash. We'll tell you on the Slash and Bash page, because I don't remember. Like, I don't watch horror movies. And so Keith calls and he's so excited. I watched this horror, terror, freaky, killy thing.
Well, that surprises me, because a lot of people I know think that your name is synonymous with horror. So I don't know.
Is that spelled right?
Yeah. Moving on. So what are some of the other things? I know you've been working with the Topeka Gem and Mineral Society as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm part of the local media collective, and they actually chose us to be their media sponsor this time. So they had TV 25 and Ren Radio, Metro Voice, Health and Wellness, and of course Everything Topeka. We worked for the last 4 months marketing and promoting their show that's coming up in a couple weekends over at the Expo Center, I believe in Ag Hall. And so, yeah, we did the Shawnee County Fair, and then we also have the Topeka Gem and Mineral. And so
homegrown efforts, really, that, it takes homegrown talent and homegrown people to be able to help each other out.
Yes.
Because people get into this stuff and they need as much help, and everybody has the best intentions and the best, spirits trying to move things forward and make it work.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just need a little help in the right direction, right?
Well, and in the past, before you had the local television and local stuff like that, it was not affordable for them to do it. At some points, the bigger stations and stuff like that, they would give away some of that stuff, and that's kind of changing a little bit. As the media is going full circle right now, to where we had the home-owned, grown television and radio, and then it slowly moved to corporate. And now that's all changing, and people have to really watch what's going on there.
It is an interesting world.
I watched that, and so locals coming back around. And so when we went in, and we were like, I can get you, let's get you on some television, let's get you commercials. We can't, there's no way our budget can afford that. And when I gave them the bid, they were like, are you kidding me? And I was like, yeah, because we're local. Like, we don't have 100 employees. We don't have this huge mortgage. We don't have to send 39 cents to someplace else. We can do this. And with the county fair, they had a huge turnout. And they were very, very happy with what's going on. So we're hoping that with Topeka Gem and Mineral, we can increase that as well, because they've got the little junior rock hounds. They do those at the library if you've got children. I am so disappointed. My daughter would have loved junior rock hounds. But they do it once a month at the library, and they teach you about all this stuff. They do field trips, and it's just affordable activity with the family.
Let me ask you this. Of all the things you've gotten to know about the city of Topeka, as far as the people throwing events and everything, give me the top 3 things that you think we should be the most proud about.
The most proud about? I believe that we should be really proud that so many people are attending the events that we're doing. They're buying tickets, and they're actually kind of talking positive about Topeka. And so that's kind of exciting, because when I started this venture back in 2006, and I went in and I met with people and I said, Topeka's going to be awesome, and downtown's going to have this. They just looked at me and they said, what are you smoking? Like, I've done this. I'm so tired. And there was a point in my life where I was tired, because it has taken forever to get where we're at. It just seems like 10 years.
It takes
to get
progress
there.
Takes time.
And you're like, oh my gosh. And then you look back and you're like, oh, it's already been 10 years. It went just like that. But you go down, and then you have to find those people that are going to push you back up. And I'm excited about that. I love seeing downtown growing and all that kind of stuff, adding businesses a little bit at a time, and doing how it's supposed to grow, slowly.
And they're unique businesses that are created based upon the history of Topeka, really getting back to our roots. The Cyrus Hotel, obviously named after Cyrus K. Holliday.
Right.
The Pennant was named after a restaurant that was there called the Pennant.
Exactly.
Iron Rail in our history of railroad, and it just...
And beer.
Exactly.
History of beer.
Exactly.
I don't know if we have a history of beer, but we do now, because
we certainly do.
We have another, I think, brewery, I believe I saw coming into Barrington Village or something like that. There's like another micro brew. I don't know what that is, but so there's a lot of little things that are happening that I like. And another thing I like is people actually working together. They're teaming up with the LMC to go out and tell multiple medias, hey, we're going to all work together, and we're going to have people go out and try to push all of us together, and to have every single one of them in the meeting go, that's a great idea. And then when I go into meetings and I talk about it, they're like, I don't have to talk to all these people. I'm like, no, you don't. We're going to get it taken care of. If you have a question, call Brian. If you have a question, you can call Lee. I'm just going to show you what we can do. And then if they want to, they can come in and meet if they want more detail on stuff.
Yeah.
It's very exciting, because what I look at it is that corporations are what rule the world. And we are the largest corporation of independent business owners so far in the media that I've found.
I would say money rules the world. Corporations have most of it.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I meant corporations are the ones, they make all the decisions. I don't have a decision, and you don't have a decision, and Brian doesn't have a decision. But Brian and Frank and you and me and Andrea and Lee and all of our video people and all of our...
When those people come
all
together...
All of us together, we make a difference.
That means that love and connection of community that then takes the place of the money that rules the world.
Exactly,
Yeah, it gives
exactly. It's
opportunities.
a team effort
Yeah.
of everybody helping each other, and we have to lift each other up. And a lot of times in the business world, we push each other down. We push each other out of the way.
It's hard to think, in a community like Topeka. And one of the things that I've stuck so strong with doing this and making sure that so many people have opportunities. And even when people say, "Isn't that a competitor of yours, or isn't that somebody who's competing with you?" And it's like, no, because think about this. Topeka's this big.
Right.
In this grand scheme of everything else that's out there. It's either going to work and it's going to be a great community because everybody works together and celebrates the community, or it's going to be isolated, it's broken up, and we're going to be just like every other town that did that same thing. So we can't fight our battles with our neighbors, The battles are bigger than that.
Well, I can remember like having a business in downtown, you're kind of like a family, and we've been there for a long time. And it might be kind of dysfunctional family, but I mean.
Only when you're there.
Well, yeah, but we're Schultzes, so we understand dysfunction. But I remember one time when we were doing the Tapas Thursdays, and a couple came walking into our restaurant, and they were like ready to eat, and they kind of looked at the menu and they go, "Oh, is this all you have?" And I said, "Yeah, we just have tapas." And they're like, "Oh." And I go, "What do you feel like?" And they said, "We were kind of looking for tacos." And I said, "Well, you have archeros and you've got lapitas right down the street. You should go give them a try." And they said, "Oh, okay." And so they left, and someone sitting in there goes, "You just turned away customers. How do you survive?" And I said, "Because they didn't want tapas."
Yeah.
So why would I want, I'm not going to try to entice them in here. They wanted tacos. So I sent them to Lapidas. Next Thursday, them and 10 other people came in on Thursday for our 99-cent sangrias that we had and tapas. And they said, "Now we're ready for tapas."
Yeah. It is kind of an interesting thing as we've been in downtown and being able to try different things out and to be kind of as the break room has been one of those places that's been able to test out, will this work? Will this work?
Right.
Will this work? And whatever it was, it needed to be something that was a specific draw and unique that brought people downtown at a time that people weren't typically going there.
Exactly.
People used to always ask me, what do you feel like living downtown? And this was before the project ever happened. They always said that, and I would say, "What are you talking about? There's nobody down there.
It's empty."
Like, it's completely empty. You can go outside and scream and nobody would hear you.
Right.
And that, I didn't feel unsafe in that environment. There weren't a lot of people around, but you start getting more business coming in. You start getting more crime in the area. You start getting more panhandlers, and that's why I got a big dog.
Oh, you got it.
So, and it's completely worked for me. So, but it's good. That all comes along with the progress.
Right.
Now people see it. They're seeing the business is coming in, and it's working. So,
Right.
And it's working because people have started working together.
Exactly. It's all about partnerships, and if we're going to move forward, we have to work together. And there's forces against you, and luckily I was born with a very hard head. I have a permanent bruise right here from trying to knock down the walls to help make a difference in this community.
Well, and then there was that time when you and your friends decided to test out how hard my head was by dropping me on the ground when I was a baby.
But you let go. Literally, you let go.
I didn't let go. I was 2 years old, and I know it. I have a signed affidavit from myself at that time, which says it. So anyway, it's always a pleasure to talk with my sister, Kim. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you for what you're doing, even though people look at you sometimes and say, "What is up with this chick?" I've said it all my life.
Right.
But
I have fans, and I have people that are not fans. I'm
Ditto.
okay with that. I'm okay with that.
There you go. All right. Well, keep doing what you're doing. You're definitely unique, and we're glad to be able to celebrate you here in Topeka. That's Kim Schultz, my very illegitimate sister. So this message is brought to you by the Topeka Performing Arts Center. I don't even know. And
I thought you were going to say older.
well, I always say older. I had to change it up a little
But
bit.
it's my birthday month.
Your birthday month. It's my birthday month.
It's Kim Tober.
It's Chris Tober, and I only have to change a couple of letters, to make it cool from my real name. So we're gonna let you guys go, and we're gonna find out which month it actually is.
Kim Tober.
So Chris Tober.